What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cherokee Hacks Life. So I wanted to give basically a 12-week update on my progress with my labrum. So what I've kind of been experiencing and stuff, I'm officially now in week, I think this is week 13, going on 14 now, of being out of surgery, done with my surgery, still going through all my stretching and everything else. But I wanted to kind of provide a nice little 3-month update for everybody. And what exactly you should be at, where you should be at this point. And again, this completely depends on your doctor and how much he wants to push you toward faster recovery. Again, some doctors are just a lot more cautious than they should be. And just in talking to my doctor again, his approach is that, and this might sound fucked up, but his approach is that some doctors simply don't understand the anatomy of the arm. They don't understand that, simple movements don't really matter. What you have to be concerned with is putting the arm back into normal movement. It's not so much that, you're going to injure it from moving it around or anything like that. It's that you just want to give the scar around everything. It's just time to heal. Other than that, it shouldn't matter where exactly you move your arm. In fact, moving it faster is better. With rotator cuff surgery, though, he said what you want to do is isolate the arm so that the rotator cuff is not moving. And if you isolate it, then start going into stretching, that's a longer recovery time. So, with that said, let's kind of go into some of the details. What you should be experiencing now is a lot less pain in your arm. And what I mean by that is you should be able to pretty much go in just about any direction you want to without feeling extreme pain. Probably one of the biggest pains you'll feel if you had a superior labrum repair like I did is going up here will probably be some of the worst pain. Trying to get it in a 90-degree angle. I still can't fully get it there. So again, it just takes a lot more stretching. You should be able to play with your kids. You should be able to pick them up and stuff like that. Just definitely no horsing around. One of the things you'll notice is that even though you're 12 weeks out, you'll still have some pain if anybody hits you or bumps into you like in a certain way, or if you happen to like run into a wall sort of, you'll still kind of feel it. Just a little bit. It'll be like a quick little sharp pain, but that's mostly from scar tissue inside, and that's also from just like pushing back in on the labrum, so to speak. So it's a weird kind of feeling. It's not like a oh my god, my arm's gonna fall off type of pain, but you will feel some sort of pain from that. So just be careful with like playing with the kids and stuff like that. In exercising, one of the areas that you definitely will feel pain is on the bench press. So the bench press, you will for sure feel pain on the bench press just from the way you adjust. And what I say to adjust, and I'll try to put up some videos of a different angle. I've done workouts on the bench press just to kind of get myself acclimated back to it. But the easiest way I can kind of explain it is don't flare your arms out. Don't flare your elbows out, rather. Keep your elbows tucked in and do a press properly. Because if you flare out your shoulders, I can guarantee you, or you flare out your elbows, I can guarantee you that's probably the one area that you wound up popping your labrum, because you flared your shoulders out and you were putting more stress on your shoulders than actually putting stress on your chest. Again, one of the things my physical therapist told me is that there's a misconception that you have to bring the bar all the way down to your chest in order to get a full stretch or a full range of motion for your chest. She said you really don't have to. All you're doing is putting undue stress on your shoulders, which kind of makes sense if you think about it. When you're on a bar, you bring it all the way down. You're putting a lot of undue stress on your back and your shoulders that's really unnecessary. So keep that in mind when you're actually doing your bench press. And I'll kind of do some videos showing you guys what I'm talking about. You should definitely be stretching any chance you get. So if you're in the office, grab something and start stretching. If you're walking around with the kids, just stretch your arm or whatever. If you're doing anything at all, if you're out with the family, just find something that'll kind of give you a nice little stretch or an angle that you should be working on to get your body back into normal rotation. Wall slides. Try to do a wall slide whenever you can. Just do this shit while you're at your desk randomly. And again, it's just so that way you can start breaking up scar tissue a lot faster. I recommend probably doing workouts like just isolated in terms of just doing stretching for your labrum. I want to say maybe 5 times a week, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Do the workouts that I listed previously with the ball, workouts with the armband, you know, all those different things. Vary them however you want, but I would definitely recommend by now you should be doing them at least 5 times a week because you want to get back there faster. You will, if you're working out, just like I mentioned in the previous videos, you will hear cracking. You will hear popping. It's basically just scar tissue breaking up. Your arm trying to get back to normal is really all it is. I wouldn't overly freak out. I wouldn't, you know, start calling your doctor if you start hearing a lot of cracking. If you hear a lot of popping, if you feel pain from doing it, then I would be concerned. But you shouldn't be feeling any pain from anything whatsoever right now. It really should just be scar tissue just breaking up at this point. And just try to get as close to normal as possible. You know, start getting back into a normal routine of doing things. For me, my one true test is actually going to be coming up tomorrow, where I play softball, and I play shortstop. So it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a true test of how far my range is. And I'm going to do a video like what sports I think you probably can do in different week stages, because I know for some people it's a little bit different. And, you know, everybody plays a different sport. I don't play every sport. Really, for me, it's really just 3 major sports: baseball, basketball, football. But I'll kind of go into it and show you guys what I mean in terms of what kind of pains you might feel depending on the sport you're doing. And, but again, for me, my biggest test is going to be tomorrow playing shortstop, you know, reaching for catches, you know, diving whenever I have to, and just making the plays. I remember when I first came back after this shoulder was repaired, my biggest issue was trying to get my arm from throwing sidearm was my biggest problem, because I kept doing sidearm, and, you know, obviously because of your labrum, you got to try to bring your arm over. So that took a while to actually get myself back to throwing overhand. And I kept throwing sidearm for a long time. But I don't have that problem now because I'm not a lefty and I catch with my left. So the biggest problem is probably going to be reaching out and just trying to grab a ball, you know, that quick motion that you have to do whenever you have a catch or whatever. So we'll see. I'll kind of report on that. But again, guys, that's pretty much all I have for this particular video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me at CherokeeHacksLife@gmail.com. Give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and catch you on the next one. Talk to you later.